Hello. You alright?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna have to warm you up, I think. Right, guys, give me a cheer.
Woo!
Girls, give me a cheer. Guys, scream like girls. Girls, scream like guys. Well done. That's warmed up, I think. Now, you guys are probably like me in that you like numbers that represent mammals or mammalian activity. Now, 22. According to traditional English bingo folklore, this is?
2 ducks.
Sorry, I heard some. Was that the Titanic? What? 2 little ducks? Well done. I did this at a gig in Stoke and someone shouted out, 2 fat swans. So you're doing great. One person laughed over there, thank you. Now, 69. Now, when you look at this, it's just 2 numbers, but we know exactly what it represents, you know? There's that one facing that way, that one facing that way, they're close together, we know what it represents, right? And this whole like numbers and sex thing, I thought, is genius. In fact, it's so genius, I'm surprised that no one took it any further. So I took it further. 99 is a 69 and one person isn't interested. 169 is a 69 position against a wall. This is either from the top-down view or from the side view with number 6 doing a headstand. 16191. This is the 69 position in jail. 6918. This is the 69 position indoors in celebration of having just made a snowman. 1698 is when you think, well, let's just do against a snowman. And 1693 is the 1698 a few moments later. Melted a bit. / 69 / This is 69 by 2 heavy people on a trampoline. We'll leave that there for the moment. Now, as you may have noticed, before I sat down, I'm quite a tall guy, which means whenever I walk into the lighting section of B&Q, I literally walk into the lighting section of B&Q. It's like... Which is coincidentally the same impression of a small child that's wandered under a male horse. I told my mum that joke. She said, "Isn't small child a bit offensive? Can't you just say midget?" Told mum another joke, quite an old one, perhaps you've heard it. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Well done, because of the spelling, F-I-S-H, take that, brilliant. I told Mum that joke. I said, "Mum, what do you call a fish with no eyes?" She said, "I've no-eyed fish." Genius. You know, I was quite nervous about telling my mum that I was going to be a stand-up comedian, and then when I told her, she laughed at me. I thought, this is easy. But being a stand-up comedian, it means I had a bit of trouble getting here. You know, I tried to start the car, but had an asthma attack. I thought I'd catch the bus, but it was one of those typical situations. The bus was about 20, 30 metres away when it arrived at the bus stop, so I ran and I ran and I ran. Just as I got to the door, snake attacked me. I've lost you, haven't I? You spend ages waiting for a bus, and then 3 come along at once. Trouble is, I never understood that, because I live in a small farming village. So we say, you spend ages waiting for a bus. And then you die. Was that a cow or was that my mobile phone vibrating? Now the excitement of living in a farming village. It is true. Hello, who said that? Oh, join in, it's alright, hello. What?
I live in a farm.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. Comedy gold, thank you. I live in a farm, me too. Yeah, where was I? Oh, you put me off now. Oh yeah, I was lying in bed the other night, and I could have sworn I heard a woman screaming in the distance. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. I heard this. Oh! 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 Turns out it was just my nose making a whistling noise. Police weren't happy. I went to school in the next school across, next village across, and even though there were only like 11 kids in the class, I was still the odd kid. I don't know, maybe it's because my left arm is a little bit weird. You can do this, I'll show you. Which is pointless. Like trying to chat the girl in the bar with a tuba. Excuse me, yes? Are you calling me fat? I forgot my line. You guys alright? Can you actually, out of morbid curiosity, can you hear me okay? Is there like, people at the back, you alright? Oh good, it's just I'm not being funny to you guys. Okay, great. Yeah, I studied maths at school, and speaking of numbers. (6/9). This is the 69 position at 2/3 the effort. Explain it to your friends. But in primary school, I fell in love with a girl called Rachel. You know, I was 9, she was 10. You know, the lure of an older woman. But she's the first person I'd ever fallen for, so I didn't really know how to express myself. And I know a lot of comedians exaggerate their stories for effect. This is absolutely true. What I did is I drew her a maze. I know. And on the back of that maze, again, absolutely true, I wrote, "If you can make it through this, then we were meant to be."
Aww.
Oh, it works now, yeah. Yeah, she never spoke to me again after that. But it was a difficult maze, so. We've all had like problems with love and everything. I mean, I'm sure everyone's got a story about like how, you know, an awkward date or something. Actually, has anyone had an awkward date in the experience or anything? Over there?
No.
What? Not really? Tell us what it is, go on.
It was McDonald's.
That's all you need to say. End of story, well done! You were 11, that's fair enough. She was 6. Yeah, I feel like I've opened a can of worms up here. I think I'll do the talking from now on. Yeah, my friend told me a great story the other day, and I'll start the story using the exact same words that he used the story to tell me the story. He said, I tried to ask a girl out once, but I accidentally set her on fire. Apparently, what had happened is that he was talking with this girl here, and then what his friend had asked him, like, "Can you tell me where the toilet is, please?" And he was smoking a cigarette, and he went, "Oh, over there." And a bit of the ash flew from the cigarette into her hair, and he didn't notice this at first. And then after a while, he was talking to her, you know, trying to build up the courage. When he noticed her hair started smoking, and instead of like saying, "Oh my God," or anything, he just went, "Ah!" So he not only set her on fire, he beat the shit out of her as well. I think it's brilliant. But yeah, at the age of 18, 19, I wanted to escape my village lifestyle, you know. It was a little bit boring. I wanted to go out there, I wanted to see the world, I wanted to experience life. So I went to a place called Preston. And for those of you who've never been to Preston, it has one of the greatest local news headlines there, which is "Tornado! Mrs. Preston." Had another one that said, "Man attacked by 500 Africanized bees." I thought, well, these Africanized bees can't have been that scary if you had enough time to count them. I like that one. I studied English at university, and I learnt that you can't go while holding your nose. Like, Yeah, that cost me £18,000 in student loans to find that out. I'm making the most of it. But I also studied Japanese as well. Woo! Okay. Obviously, whoever said woo was not a whale. But anyway, yeah, Japanese. And I've got two great memories of Japanese class, which is number one, the very first lesson. You know, we're all learning about the basics of Japanese. Hello is konnichiwa. Excuse me is sumimasen. Thank you is arigatou gozaimasu. This kind of stuff. And we've all been handed out these handouts by our teacher. We all wanted to show that we were like these really enthusiastic students. So we were like, oh, arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah, thank you. Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. He got to a guy at the end who just went, ta! Genius. The other great experience I had was in, was when I had the A-Team theme tune as my ringtone. And somebody called me up during the class register. Absolutely true. It was like, James, here. Ben, here. Ling, here. Mohammed, here. Jay. Bum, 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 bum. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Here. But I learned that some Japanese people suffer from tetraphobia. Tetraphobia. This is the fear of the number 4. And this is because 4 in Japanese can be pronounced shi, which is the same pronunciation as their word for death. Still, you might be thinking, well, they're being a bit sensitive still, but imagine if it was the same in English. 1, 2, 3, death. 5. How scary would that be? 44 would become death. The most terrifying birthday ever. You get freaked out by making someone a death o'clock or using a death-sized paper. I used to live on the 4th floor of my apartment building, not the 4th floor, the deatheth floor. And it doesn't end there. 9 in Japanese can be pronounced ku, which is the same pronunciation as their word for suffering. So it's 1, 2, 3, death, 5, 6, 7, 8, suffering, 10. Whoever said the safety in numbers clearly wasn't Japanese. And speaking of numbers. Ampersand 69. This is a 69 position with a koala on your back. The letter R. Incidentally, the letter R, if you turn it this way, it can be used to explain to an unimaginative child what a two-headed snail would look like. (692). This is a 69 position with a duck watching. Alright, last one. Alright, 69 comma. This is a 69 position with a roll of toilet roll to the side. Now, I know this isn't the best one, but the reason why I've kept this till last is because this got my favourite reaction to any one of these 69 position things. It was at a gig in Preston, Equator Cafe, and I turned the page and someone went, "Ah." What do you mean, ah? There's a little baby watching, isn't there? On that charming note, I've been Jay Edwards, thank you very much.